for what he's done for me.
Amen.
God's been good to me.
Thank you, Jesus.
This year, July 5th will be 14 years ago that I woke up with the worst headache of my life. Took 2.5 weeks for them to figure out I had a blood clot that went from right above my ear to the back of my neck. It was partially in my jugular vein, so they couldn't do surgery. Things looked pretty bad, but God.
That's it.
You see, no matter what your situation may be, there's always but God. It looked like that would be the end of me. If that blood clot had moved at all, it would have gone straight to my lungs and I would have been gone. But you see, God has a call on my life. And he wasn't finished with me yet.
Right.
Amen.
So I ended up on blood thinners for 7 months. And for the next 2 years and 3 months, I had a headache every day of my life. Some days were worse than others. You see, I found out more about blood clots than I ever wanted to know. But they're a lot like a snake that sheds its skin. Once you've had a blood clot, there's a casing. And they say it stays there the rest of your life. So one Sunday morning, I was sitting in the choir at my church, and I was supposed to play the piano for the choir to sing. And I was sick. I was really, really sick. And I remember sitting there and saying, Lord, if you'll just get me out of this choir, I'll go on home before service is over. Because I just felt that bad. And my pastor got up and he says, I feel the leading of the Lord to change the order of service. Those pastors following the leading of the Lord. What do you expect? But he had lined up one of our retired ministers to lead us in communion that morning. And he was supposed to do it at the end of service. But he felt led to have him do it then. Well, when that man got up, the first words out of his mouth was, I was praying early this morning about leading in communion. And God showed me that someone's going to get healed of migraine headaches. He didn't know what was going on in my life. But the people around me in the choir sure did. And they immediately I didn't have to move. I didn't have to say a word. They just started laying hands on me and praying.
Oh, Lord.
I feel it in there tonight. The healing power of God walked in that house.
Yes.
And he touched me. And that headache left immediately.
Hallelujah.
And it has never come back.
Yes.
Amen.
Never.
Hallelujah.
Give him praise for what he did. And so I did what a good girl would do. I went back to my neurologist a few weeks after that. And he did another MRI. And when I saw him, he said, well, there is no evidence at all that you've ever had a blood clot.
Oh, hallelujah.
That's the kind of God I serve. When he does it right. And he does it completely.
Yes, he does.
And you see, I tell you that to tell you this. Jesus loves you. And he's no respecter of persons.
Amen.
He did a miracle in my life. But he'll do a miracle in yours.
That's right.
Don't say the doctor has the end of the story, because Dr. Jesus has the end of the story.
Amen.
So this song is my testimony song. And if I get happy, you just get on happy with me.
Amen.
But I know that I've lived just so I could tell what he's done for me.